Hey friends, welcome to Live to the Fullest. Today I am going to share very few simple tips on how to follow our daily routine even during this lockdown or isolation period. Now we are going through a very rough time and it's not in our hands. The current pandemic has changed our lives drastically, almost overnight, and we are all feeling slowed down, uncertain, and pretty listless. But we have to know and we have to believe that everything is going to go back to normal again. Everything's going to get fine, and this too shall pass. So keeping that on mind, we have to follow our daily routine so that our daily lives don't go haywire. And when we have to go back to work or studies, school, college, whatever, then we might have to work double hard to make up for the lost time. And for that, we have to prepare from now on, and we cannot just waste time just like loitering around and lazing around and watching too much of TV. So without wasting any further time, let's get started with the video. If you like this video, then please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel, and also turn on the notification. So let's get started. So the first thing that I did when I figured out that things are really going out of the hand and my daily routine is going out of the windows, we are sleeping, eating and doing household chores at all the odd times of the day, and we are not able to finish our projects on time, like our work from home projects. So that time I decided that things have to be organized so that we keep track of whatever we are doing and we are following our daily routine. So the first thing I did is write down on my diary what all we are doing wrong. So if you have to get back on track too, you have to follow a journal. Just take any kind of diary that you have and write down what all you are doing wrong or you are doing something overboard on, like watching too much of TV, watching too much of news, or staying up late at night watching Netflix, binge watching soaps and serials, or whatever that you're doing you think according to you is not going right. List those things one by one first. That's the first thing that you have to do. After that, you have to figure out what all you need to get done each day, so you can keep a schedule per week and write all those things that need to be done per week. Be it like if it's a daily wise routine, you can write down what all daily chores you have to do, household chores, and if you are working from home, if you're a student, what all you need to do, like follow your online classes or do your own tasks, whatever, you have to chalk them down and just write all those important things that need to be done. So that's the first thing that you need to do, and write them clearly on your journal to follow that. Now to the next step. Now after you have sorted out things on your diary or following a journal on what all are going wrong and what all need to be done according to your lifestyle and your work routine, then the next thing that you need to do is chalk out on a daily routine. And for that, I figured out if I just write it down on my diary, I need to do this today, I tend to go off track and I lose track on what I am doing. So I thought it's a great idea to go and follow a visual schedule. So I made myself a visual schedule. I am not giving you an example because then you can do it according to your choice and your specific requirements. I'm just giving you a just rough idea. Just take any scrapbook page. Yellow and blue, like light blue, are the most bright colors that attract your eyes, and also it's easy to write on them rather than on red or dark blue. If you write on them, it's not very visible. So take such kind of pages from a scrapbook or whatever you have and just write down what all important things you need to do per day, or you can do it like slot it as per week as well. You need to put up this visual schedule somewhere which is very visible to you. Suppose somewhere in the living room or a passage that is very prominent, and whenever you pass by you can get a look at the visual schedule. Now what you need to do is, whatever you are doing, just check whether you're doing it as per the time schedule on your visual schedule, and every time you do it correctly, just put a tick mark next to it, or you can mentally tick it out too, not a problem. And if you are going off track, then go to your visual schedule and check that I am not doing this thing right now which I'm supposed to complete or get it done right now, and that will surely help you to get back on track. Now, to prepare this visual schedule, you also have to keep in mind that you have to first segregate or divide the total time of a day into 4 sections or 4 slots. Like, you have to keep 8 hours or a minimum 7 hours of sleep time if you're an adult in your schedule. That is separate. That shouldn't be in the schedule. That should be in your mind that I have to sleep for minimum 7 to 8 hours. And for children, this should be like 8 to 10 hours depending on their age. And apart from the sleep time, which you cannot really compromise with, this is not good for your health. Apart from your sleep time, you have to segregate the rest of the time into 4 segments. And then according to the different time slots, you have to arrange the different things you need to do. So my visual schedule has total 16 hours time, which I have divided into 4 different slots. And each slot has 4 hours in it, equal time distribution. So the first slot is the morning slot, when I need to get up, freshen up, and I need to put in some kind of exercises in it, like deep breathing practice or little bit of meditation, pranayam, yoga, whatever I can manage. Each day I keep on changing as well as per my physical health or mental health or whatever I'm feeling like. So I keep on alternating, but a little bit of meditation, deep breathing practice or yoga early in the morning is really beneficial. So try and keep this in your morning slot. After the early morning exercise and breakfast, you need to figure out what you need to do first. If it's household chores, then you have to finish the household chores first. If it's your work from home and you need to finish some urgent project, then it has to be then. But you need to know which one is more important and what needs to be done first. Accordingly, sort it out and do that. And of course, you will have to make your visual schedule also as per your requirements. Next, in the afternoon slot, of course, you will have to have your lunch on time and do some other work as well, be it your work from home or household chores. And if you're a student, of course, you'll be spending most of the morning and afternoon slot studying or attending your online classes. Now, in the second slot, which is the late morning or afternoon slot, towards the end of it, you can incorporate 1 hour of leisure time, or you can take a bit of nap if you have to wake up early as 5 o'clock in the morning. Then you can feel tired, I understand that, and you can just laze around or just take a 1 hour, half an hour nap, power nap, or you can also relax by listening to music or reading a book or listening to audiobooks. But try not to watch TV, and I highly recommend not watching news or any kind of TV in the morning or afternoon slot. That is the first two slots of the day in your visual schedule. You should mark it particularly that I will not watch any kind of TV. There shouldn't be any screen time other than your online classes or work from home work. So it's not really advisable that you watch news or TV only in the morning or even in the afternoon time, when you really need to get things done and concentrate on immediate important things, because you really can't help in whatever is going on in the outside world, and just increasing your stress levels is going to hamper your daily routine. So incorporate all the work and a little bit of leisure and rest time in this period. towards the end of the second slot. Now in the third slot, which is the evening slot or early evening slot, you can watch some news or TV, because this is the time where most of your household chores or work should be done over with. And if you are not done with that, then concentrate on that for another 1 or 2 hours, and in between you can watch some news or little bit of TV serials or whatever you're following right now on Netflix to relax a bit. This is the time when you can also catch up with your friends and family on phone or video chat, or any how that you can just message them, text them, call them up. But it's a good time to socialize as well, to get to know what your friends, neighbors, your family members are doing in different parts of the world or in the different parts of the country, whatever. So this time will go in finishing off your work and a little bit of TV screen time. You can play online games or computer games, whatever you feel like. Also spend some time catching up with your friends and family members as well. So this is how your evening slot should be filled up with. Next and the last in the visual schedule should be your late evening or night slot, which is before your sleep time. So of course you will have to handle some of the household chores as well during the time. If you're a student, you will have to do some more studies or revision or whatever. Also you can keep, if it's a less amount of revision to be done, you can keep it for just before the bedtime. That's the best time that you can keep for revision work, because it will stay in your head better. So you can just do the studies right before sleeping. Ensure that you do not have any screen time just before going to sleep. And if your works are done in the evening time, then this is the time when you can really watch some movies, binge watch your favorite soaps and serials on Netflix or Amazon Prime or whatever you prefer. So this is the time that you can really invest 2 hours or 2.5 hours on screen time in whatever way you want it. And also you can incorporate little bit of exercises before dinner time. Have your dinner on time, and remember not to watch any kind of TV or computer, not to have any kind of screen time just before bed. So you need to focus on your studies, or if you are not a student, then please read a book or listen to audio books or music before you go to sleep. You can also spend 5 to 10 minutes just deep breathing or meditating before you sleep, to ensure that you get a good night's restful sleep every single night. It is very important, because things are not right in the whole world, and it is important to take care of our health, and it is important to take care of our whole family. So it is important to get very good sleep every night. It improves our immunity, and it is essential to keep our immune health at the optimal level. And please eat healthy. Cook simple, good, tasty, healthy food at home. Do not order, please, I'll request everyone not to order food from outside, even if it's available in your area. Do not order food from outside. Eat healthy food at home, and make sure that your screen time is not more than your sleep time. Even if you don't have work from home, or if you're not even a student, you just have to handle your household chores and you don't have much to do at home, that is also okay. You can just spend some time looking after your plants, or just do something like a hobby maybe, or learn a new language, develop a new skill. Do whatever you feel like, but please do not forget to get at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep if you're an adult. And if you have children, make sure they get minimum 8 to 10 hours of sleep per day. So that's it, friends. These were my simple ideas that I shared with you to keep a track of your daily routine and to make sure that things don't go out of hand, even during these difficult times when we are all worried. I really do hope that the world heals soon and we get back to our normal lives as soon as possible. So please do take care of yourselves, stay happy, stay healthy. And on this note, I'm your friend Mona Lisa signing off. Bye bye.